I became a father the day my best friend's daughter lost hers. It's been a year since my life completely changed. My best friend and his wife passed away in a car accident, leaving behind their 9-year-old daughter, Emily. She's 10 now, and I've gone from being her uncle figure to her guardian, and earlier this year, her adoptive dad. And honestly, it's been worth every single second. I've known Emily almost her whole life. She's always been this bright, bubbly kid who loved being included in everything. I remember when her dad asked me to help decorate for her 8th birthday party. Emily insisted on helping us hang streamers and balloons. She kept stepping back with her little hands on her hips, judging whether it looked like a real party. When we finished, she proudly announced that she was the boss of decorations. She wore one of the leftover ribbons in her hair all night. That memory hits different now. When the accident happened, Emily was home with a babysitter. At the hospital, the only family who showed up were her grandparents. No uncles, no aunts, nobody else. Her grandparents loved her, but with their health issues, they just couldn't care for her long term. I'll never forget walking into that hospital room. Emily saw me, burst into tears, and clung to me like I was the only person left in the world. I whispered, "I know, sweetie. I'm here." That was the moment I knew I couldn't walk away. After social services did their checks, Emily came to live with me. That first night, I told her I wasn't trying to replace her mom or dad. I just wanted her to be safe and cared for. She broke down crying in my arms and fell asleep there. I carried her to bed and sat awake for hours, thinking about the responsibility I'd just taken on. Later that week, I even turned down a promotion because it required travel. Work could wait. Emily couldn't. Not everyone supported me. Some relatives whispered that it was weird for a single man to raise a little girl who wasn't his. Some even told me I wasn't the right person for the job. Those comments hurt, but I cut contact with the people who doubted me. My parents, brother and sister stayed in my corner, and Emily loves them to pieces. That's all the family we need. In March this year, I officially adopted Emily. Before the hearing, we talked a lot. I told her she didn't need to call me dad if she didn't want to. She thought about it for a while, then smiled at me and said, "You're my dad now." That was it. I completely lost it. Court day was bittersweet. I signed the papers and she squeezed my hand like she knew exactly what it meant. Later, we went to visit her parents' graves to tell them. I couldn't even get the words out without tearing up. Emily held my hand and said, "It's okay. They know. Life now feels like a mix of chaos and joy." Emily loves when I tell her stories about her dad and me when we were kids. I even gave her old photos of us being dumb teenagers. One of my favorite memories happened last year. I stepped away during a Zoom work meeting, and when I came back, Emily was in my chair, chatting away with my coworkers like she'd been part of the project the whole time. Everyone adored her. She's never been shy, and I think that's why she's made so many friends. Even now, she sneaks into the background of my calls just to listen in. It drives me nuts, but also makes me laugh. Of course, it's not always smooth sailing. She once caused a grease fire trying to cook fries while I was right there. No injuries, just one very blackened pan that belonged to my mom. Emily was so apologetic, but I couldn't stay mad at her for even a second. She's just a kid learning about life, and I'm learning right alongside her. If you had told me a few years ago that I'd be raising my best friend's daughter, I wouldn't have believed you, but here I am. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Emily has become the most important person in my life. I may not have planned to be her dad, but now that I am, I'll never let her go through anything alone again.